Following 2 delays this week, Paul and Ruben Flores returned to the courtroom for week 3 of their preliminary hearing. The father and son are charged in connection with the death and disappearance of Kristen Smart, who disappeared from the Cal Poly campus in 1996. Her body has never been found. KSBY News reporter Alexa Bertola has a wrap-up of what happened in court.
This afternoon, we heard testimony from retired chief investigator with the district attorney's office, William Hanley. Now, he talked about 2 different times that he interviewed Paul Flores in 1996. The defense motioned to exclude a video recorded interview by Hanley because in the 2-hour interview, he says Flores was not able to leave. The judge said he doesn't feel like it was a Miranda violation for the first 48 minutes and allowed the evidence. Meanwhile, today we also heard a motion filed by the people. Prosecutor Chris Prevel argued why other alleged sexual assaults committed by Paul Flores are relevant to this case. He discussed several instances where Flores allegedly drugged and raped other women both before and after Smart's 1996 disappearance. Prevel said there was this same MO in each of these cases, so that's why it's relevant. He brought up a rape fantasy porn video found in a search of Flores' home, in which someone broke into a home, put a cloth over a victim, and tied her up and raped her. The prosecutor said the same thing happened with Smart, and it's relevant to prove the attempt to rape an MO in this case. Paul Flores' attorney, Robert Sanger, said there's no evidence of an actual crime. He said you just can't introduce propensity character evidence. It has to pertain to something specific, because in this case there is no crime, and this has nothing to do with murder. Sanger went on to say that it's salacious, saying this MO is way overboard. The judge went on record to say that during the preliminary hearing, he'll decide whether there's probable cause to believe that Flores committed murder. He's not deciding if he committed rape. He ultimately denied the motion, saying it's not the proper use for this evidence. This denies the people's motion to use evidence of an alleged home video, pornography, and the rape fantasy porn for the purposes of the preliminary hearing. Next week, we're set to hear testimony from 2 detectives and an investigator. Now, the prosecutor says he's optimistic that the preliminary hearing will wrap up by September 3rd. In San Luis Obispo, Alexa Bertola, KSBY News.
And you'll find the latest updates on the preliminary hearing for Paul and Ruben Flores by opening up your phone's camera app and pointing it at the screen to scan this QR code. This will take you directly to our continuing coverage of the Kristen Smart case on our website, ksby.com.